Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look there here at Waves. This is a request from one of our community members. I believe it was Emax, if I'm not mistaken here, asking for me to cover Waves here today. So we'll take a look at that and the bullish divergence that you're mentioning, kind of see if we can identify any kind of patterns or breakout potential. The price action is stuck kind of on sideways or stupid, as I like to call it. And a lot of times when these Bollinger Bands start to get really tight, we will and should see some type of an explosion of some sort, right? Typically, when you see those things happening, though, you do want to make sure that you look at liquidity and fair value gap to ensure you understand which direction it might head. So we're going to look at that much more. So just keep in mind, if you are new to the channel, I love teaching people to trade. Been teaching for a long time, and I truly hope that you can learn something here today. That being said, though, to preface, I want to congratulate some of our members here just quickly. Very well done to what is it, Jasraj? Appreciate you sharing this here. Nice Tomo short there. And also here, Chef. This guy's fantastic. He posts tons of good results, but I'm really thankful he posted a red trade because this is just a natural way of cryptocurrency and trading. You got to get used to taking a loss. It's totally a normal thing. Okay? The key is to minimize your loss, maximize your gain, and we talk about that in my trading academy. But for our premium members here, we took some nice healthy trades here. Good 56% from Bitcoin long, BNB long at 21.4%, Gala long at 16%. There's quite a lot of other trades we have going on here. We took some render and PHP Phoenix shorts as well. So kind of working the market, if you will. At this point, we are so far so good. 100% successful in all of our trades taken this month. Granted, we have a few that are underwater, but they're swing trades. They're designed to sustain the market. Okay? Please understand, it's a natural thing. Okay. So when it comes to waves here, let's talk about what's going on. We'll discuss liquidity here in a moment. Some more recent fibs here, kind of see where we're trending. We got rejected at 0.382 here on the Fibonacci recently, which is a pretty common occurrence. That 0.5 just hit that mark, and we're trending below there. So the truth is here, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So we haven't broken this trend yet. So you can kind of see this is still occurring along with this here. So somewhat of a channel here. A lot of times you can see some type of a falling wedge pattern, just like this here, and it does and can break to the upside. Okay. My guess is that we might see one last liquidity sweep before that occurs, because coins like this are very, very typical to try to sweep that lower liquidity and then recover quickly. Okay. Again, this coin was creating higher highs and higher lows. I'd see a different story maybe to the upside, which keep in mind there is still some liquidity up here that hasn't been fully swept yet between, what is it, 167 and 172. Okay, there's a good chance we could even see that happen, but with this pullback here today based on Bitcoin's correction, that leads me to believe this coin is not super strong right now. So just keep that in mind. And when it comes to a bullish divergence, it is true that the price is coming down with the RSI not really bottoming out. And the definition of a bullish divergence is the price increasing while the oscillator is not hitting its bottom. So truth is we do have that, but it just implies that we might actually see further downside too, because even though we haven't hit our bottom, we're not really increasing all that strong either. I know when you requested this, it probably was increasing, but at this point right now, based on that sell-off, not super sold on it. We do have a convergence on the horizon, so keep that in mind. When it comes to the moving averages, though, we are below all three, and I typically don't like to trade into these. I like to make sure that we break through at least one or two of them first. So the daily doesn't look fantastic, and what we want to look at here is on the 4-hour. We see this instant rejection here at, once again, 0.5, upper liquidity level swept. Most recent liquidity hasn't been fully swept here. So this most recent amount of liquidity, wouldn't be surprised if we see somewhat of a double bottom. Price comes down to do that. It actually happens quite often when these coins bottom out like this, and Bitcoin is moving all sorts of different directions. Okay? The key takeaway here is if you compare this movement with Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin is overall ascending positively, whereas this coin is kind of working its way down. It corrects itself more frequently on the way down when Bitcoin does, and doesn't recover quite as strong when Bitcoin does too. So that pairing that you see with Bitcoin, almost an inverse pairing, where it goes down with Bitcoin goes down, but doesn't go up when Bitcoin goes up, that's a lot to do with Bitcoin dominance. And this is something I cover a lot in my videos too, just to kind of make sure you know. I talk about this a lot in my private trading academy videos too. Bitcoin dominance being up and the price of Bitcoin being up, alts go down. If Bitcoin starts to dump and the Bitcoin dominance stays the same, then we're going to start seeing some alts dump too. So one of these two things is due to happen here soon. So I'm not saying to short your shirt off here with waves, just saying you probably want to be better off waiting for long. It's kind of what I'm seeing here so far. Again, I've totally been wrong before. This happens all the time. No one is perfect in this market. But the truth is, something like this, it's exuding not the greatest behaviors. And until we can, establish consistency, I don't think it's fantastic right now. Keep in mind too, and this is a consolation. Just keep this in mind. With the price coming here, plateauing here, breaking that, creating a higher high, that is a positive sign. But just know we are kind of forming a double top too, so the price very well could come back down. So there's some good stuff here, yes, but they're consolations at best. So 1 hour, let's take a quick look here at the Ichimoku Cloud. Lagging span implies that we should almost have closed our position here in the next few hours. With the price going sideways, if we don't break this level here soon of 150, we'll likely, or just inevitably, be below the cloud naturally and work our way down. So unless we see more volume in this coin here in the immediate future, which we don't have much volume minus that one little push from Bitcoin, I don't see this coin doing a heck of a lot. Once again, this is just one exchange. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the big picture, but this is a BingX exchange, which typically has the most volume, and we're not seeing a tremendous amount of volume coming into this coin. Little spurts here and there that are sustaining for some reason, but all the more likelihood the price will get sold off and the profits will be taken. So to me, I can't give my stamp of approval on taking a long or a short here. If I were to, flip a coin, I would say the price is more likely to go down than up here in the relative near future. But I hope I'm wrong and you can take a long and work your way up and take some massive gains. But if you do so, do what we do in our trading community. Low position size, low leverage. It's really helpful to be able to sustain in order to kind of maximize your profit. Like for example, some of these trades are 1 or 2 days, but some of them 2 or 3 weeks. And the only reason why we're able to take that kind of profit is because we have multiple profit targets and multiple entries, and we ensure that we average your price down on the way up, inverse as well on the way down, and just ensure that you're taking profit as you move along. Our strategy, of course, is to make sure we take 65 to 80% on our first target when we hit our target, and then we let the rest ride. We adjust our stop loss to break even, price comes back down, we're still walking away in the green. That's how you can literally survive the market. You always take profits when you can and make sure that you don't get super greedy. Yeah, there's case in point where you can get greedy on certain trades, but you got to walk into them knowing that you're going to do that. You can't do it all the time. Anyway, conversation for another day. Quick heads up too to our community members watching and those who aren't part of our community. I'm going to be posting within the next 24 or 48 hours a new partnership with one of our a new exchange that works with no KYC, no VPN requirements in the US, Canada. It's primarily our focus there. We have MEXC, which is nice, but this, I just want to provide more options to our US members for exchanges, and these guys are working with Cornix too to get that fully automated system in place. I hope that this was a beneficial opportunity for you to learn. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate the request, Max. We'll see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.